Hey, how's everyone doing? We're live. So today's topic is how hating your DM is stopping your union. And some of you don't hate your DM, which is great. Some of your DMs are very nice people, very awakened, spiritual, treated you very well, which is wonderful. But some of your DMs were very toxic and very triggering, and it's very painful. Now, that is their role. Okay, so it is your soul that decides to come in a feminine and masculine form on earth to meet itself, to awaken. One of you chooses the role to be the unconscious one, the baddie, whose purpose is to trigger you until you ascend. And the other one chooses, for whatever reason, to be the spiritual one, the conscious one, who is triggered first and must ascend. And the DM chooses that role to be the one who triggers, okay, in the beginning. And they do it unconsciously, and they keep doing it and doing it and doing it until the DF has fully ascended to where they need to be. And then once they've surrendered, accepted, allowed, often moved on, that's when the DM starts to go through their awakening too. Okay, it's not done in the most loving, kind way. It's done in a way where you have to put the pressure points and feel again the pain that you were holding on to in your body, right? So bashing is blocking. So anytime we say anything negative, either think it, say it, reminisce it, it blocks the union because we're focused on the 3D and we're focused on all the pain and the past, you know? So hating your DM is stopping your union. And you know what? Some of you say, oh, I would never hate, and that's not the thing that I do. And I commend you, and some of your DMs are very nice people. However, I'm not going to lie, I'm very honest always, right? So I have gone through phases where I wished my twin flame dead. Yes, and I've made videos about that. I've willed him and wished him and wanted him dead. And some of you be like, oh my God, I could never hate. How could you say that you would wish him dead? Some of your DMs are not that bad, right? But some DMs really got under our skins and were quite toxic. However, that was our own toxicity being um, rinsed out, squeezed out of our bodies. It's all being released. That actually, though, that anger and hatred of wanting someone dead is karmic, ancestral, and past life related, which needed to come out. And if you had watched some of my lives and videos in the past couple of months, I'd been really letting out. And I'm not going to say that you should just stop hating or bashing your twin flames straight away if you're not able to. That's okay. It's a process. But you will get to a point where the entire cup has been emptied and it's all out. You will get to a place where you no longer feel so angry. It will all be out of your system and you'll get to a place of peace because you realize that forgiveness feels far better than pain, judgment, anger, hatred, blame, and shame. It doesn't feel good, but forgiveness does. So you have to go through the process. It's not a switch that you turn on right now and stop hating or feeling judgmental about. I remember many, many months ago, or even like a year or two ago, my coach or my psychic or other people I worked with would say, you need to stop judging him. You need to stop hating him. You need to stop talking bad. You will get to a place where you will be surrendered and accepting. You will get to a place where you will see his divinity and not react. You will get to a place of this and that and the other. And I never thought it would happen. I never thought it could happen. And I used to try, and have days, ups and downs, where I could see that and then not, and then get triggered again. They would say all sorts of things that, Manny, it's the other half of your soul, love this person, and the ego is ridiculous, and it's just judgment and nonsense, and it's the meat suit, it's the flesh. And I was like, yes, but it's triggering, right? And it's mine, and he's mine. Nothing's ours at the end of the day. And now, I don't know, finally I've got to a place where I've realized that everything is ridiculous, nonsensical, and funny. And the body is of flesh. and it doesn't matter because the souls are always one. And what happens in the 3D is happening in the 3D. And the twin has to play out their karma and empty their cup the way in which is best. But you will get to a point where you have let it all out, you'll be exhausted, and there'll be nothing left. There'll be no words to be spoken. I will speak about more on that in a second. So this has come about from my recent lives where I've been talking about forgiving and moving on and letting go and all that kind of stuff. And some DFs have still had a lot of emptying, needing to be done for their anger. I posted a video of a runway where a woman is on the runway and this angelic light emitting. And it's like, oh, how do you know if someone's your twin flame? Well, it's obvious, right? And some of the comments were like, oh, but that's the DF. The DM's not like that. The DM's whoring himself. He's doing this, he's doing that. Like, he probably is, or he was, okay? But that video, if you are a true twin flame, you will know. And you will also know if you've watched my stuff. The first time I met my twin, he came to my apartment. It was dark, and it was so bright, I couldn't look up at him. I called it atomic sun energy, like the sun had walked into my apartment. Literally, I'm sure everyone on the street, I thought, could see the light emanating. And then as we were getting intimate, his entire body was glowing with angelic light. I saw how I explained it. So when I saw that meme, for me, it was like, wow, that's it. And other people I've spoken to who've met their twins, that's how they look. But maybe it's not like that for everyone. Maybe all of you don't see angelic light emitting from them. But in the first instance, when you meet your twin, you see their divinity and you see their pureness. That's the truth of them. So bashing them doesn't help. The twin's purpose is to iron out all the creases of your soul so that you can be free and fly, okay? Now, it will take time, but you'll get there. If I can get there, you can get there. And you know how my twin was. You know how he was. Another thing I want to delve into is about silence in union. I'm going to be releasing some things about silence. So between twin flames, the love is silent. There's no need to talk. And I've mentioned in various videos I've posted about true love being beyond words, right? And the DM can get annoyed when we're too much in the spiritual ego, going on about concepts. It doesn't appeal to them. When we are focused just on them, they love it, but we cannot do that because it's chasing. But when we focus on others, it can annoy them, which is fine, because the energy is going away, which we need to do. But sometimes we as DFs, but we need to be like this because we're educators and we teach others, right? We want to teach through words, and that can annoy the DM because firstly, they don't understand it. But secondly, they unconsciously know that life is beyond words. The truth of who you are and the divinity, all these spiritual concepts and physical concepts do not really apply. So you'll get to a stage eventually when you'll sit with your twin flame, almost like two people having climbed a treacherous mountain right to the top, exhausted, shoulder to shoulder, back to back, just staring out at the mountains and the hills down below, at the whole environment, in awe, in silence, in bliss, no need for words. And you will find that with your twin, that's often the case. So sometimes you'll want validation and tell me you love me and all this and that and the other, which is all your ego and insecurities, but that's what's not needed. It's beyond that, it's silence. So you'll end up becoming a container or a safe space for them to be able to be themselves, right? And they'll be your protector. But remember, you're not a punching bag, so you won't be taking those sort of punches. But in short, in summary, if there are any questions, please write them in the comments. But I'm not going to say we have to get to a place where we don't bash. It's an individual journey, but you will get to a place. And you may not think it's possible, but you will be bled dry. And all that anger, hatred, pain, shame, blame will be drained from your system. The twin will trigger you so much. They are draining it out of their system through physical means, and you're draining it through the triggers. Eventually, there'll be nothing left within. No pain, no anger, no shame. And you will laugh at everything. And you will be free. So yes, bashing is blocking, bashing your twin flame, and that means saying negative things about them or thinking negative things, and hating or having negative emotions towards them stops your union because they feel it. And they can only come near you when you have come to a place of peace and love and bliss and tranquility and ascension. Now, it's not to say you have to force this, because you cannot force the journey. Whatever's left inside has to be bled. It has to be squeezed out. The ancestral karmic. Some of you ask, how long, how long, how long? Well, everyone has an individual karmic ancestral path, right? It takes as long as it takes to do your inner work, but eventually you'll be out. So I have said in videos before, tell your DM, go crazy, let it all out. You know, if you're going to do it more, let it out. You know, you want to sleep with everyone more, let it out. You want to do drugs, do more, let it all out. Eventually you'll stop. You want to obsess as much as you want. Eventually you'll stop. You want to get angry as much as you want. You want to get pissed off, do all the things that you want to do. Another thing which can help you, which I haven't talked about, which I will talk about now, is maybe understanding your DM and why they do what they do. Not only their childhood, but also their actions. So maybe speaking to or coming close to people who do similar stuff. And the universe will orchestrate things like this for you. So I mentioned how my twin had done various things, right? So I met people who were prostitutes, escorts, doing OnlyFans, or were doing nudity or modeling or whatever else. To understand them and see that, you know what, they are humans too, and they want love too. Also, if your twin is whoring themselves out, there's nothing to stop you from doing it either. Now that you might think, oh my God, why is he saying that? Often your twin is doing it from a place of emptiness in the beginning, right? And it's not fulfilling. They're trying to run away from you. If you do it now, you'll realize that actually connection is far better than just sleeping around. However, mostly, usually, not always though. Some DFs do mess about in the beginning. Usually most go celibate. But towards your ascended self, when you get there, you will just attract high-level soulmate after high-level soulmate. And you will feel so much love. And it'll feel great. And from that, you'll understand, okay? So often we have this ego battle. You did this, so I'm so annoyed, and I'm sitting on my high horse. I'm sanctimonious. I'm Virgin Mary. I'm goody two-shoes. I've never done anything wrong. It's a lie, because you obviously have done things wrong. You're just sitting on your high horse. But if you want to really balance out the scale and not have the tit for tat and you did this and da-da-da-da, remember, in separation, you can do whatever you want if you want to do it. And it's recommended from me to do it from a place of love and fullness. So it's not emptiness. Because from emptiness, you'll get that same vibration back. But when you do it from a place of love and peace, you'll attract all the high-level soulmates who treat you really well. And it can be really good and you can really enjoy with them. Or it might be short-term. And that's okay, but you might learn from them. They help to take you forwards, right? So in that vein, do not worry and do not have this score sheet. You did this, you did this, you did this, you did this, you did this. You're harming yourself with that, but also them. Now, as you are all very well aware, I have been dating like there's no tomorrow. And it's been great. And you know what? It's helped, first of all, maybe get rid of my anger and vengeance, but also help to kind of make me understand my twin, but also neutralize the thing. You did that, but I did that. I mean, I was talking to a family member who's also a twin, and they said, but you haven't done as far crazy stuff as your twin did, you know, but it's not a game. Like, he did it all in public, but I'm only meeting high-level soulmates, okay? So this week I've met a few. I would say three soulmates. When I say high-level soulmate, one is a high-level soulmate. And I meet them, we hang out, we make food, we go out, and then they end up staying with me for a while. And I have one right now, very beautiful Argentinian guy who does modeling, actually. And we've been hanging out for a few days. He's been staying here. We went to the beach yesterday, and today we went to a cenote. We went to the beach, having so much fun. And just being treated well, okay? And I'm very transparent about that because we all deserve love, right? And like I've said in the past, you don't know how long. First of all, you don't know what your soul's path is. Has your soul chosen union or not? You don't know. It will happen. What's going to happen? And if you have already committed to yourself, you've done your inner work, and then people start showing up, good, high quality people, you are in your free will to date if you want. And I have been. And I have been doing a lot. Okay. In every location, I've been with someone, actually. The connection I'm with now is beautiful and very nourishing and very easy and very flowing. So those who say, oh, I cannot date, or this will happen, that will happen, no. You will get to a stage where you can. And it's great. And you don't feel guilty, you don't feel bad, and you don't think about the twin, and you enjoy what's in front of you. And you have a great time because the universe has brought it in your laps. And it's a very high, up-leveled soulmate who treats you the way you deserve. And you will also realize that your twin has done you a great service of triggering out codependency, jealousy, obligation, insecurities, rejection, abandonment. All those things will be out of you, and you'll be very balanced in any situation or relationship you go into. Any dating you will do will be better than any dating experience you've had in the past. And often your DM has run away because they are frightened of love and they're frightened of toxic, bad relationships. But because you've been triggered so much, the interactions you have now, once you have ascended, once you have come to a place of self-love and you are just lighting up the sky with your presence and energy. And also as you attract these people, you are not coming from a place of lack or competition or trying to prove a point to twin or them or anyone. And you let what's coming come in, and you let what's going go out, and it all just happens. Okay, it all just happens, and it's love at the end of the day. Some of you say, "Oh, can I ever love someone else again?" And this and that and the other. And I think that's a bit childish at times, also, to say that, because as a DF, you're meant to come to a place of unconditional love for all, for you, your family, your friends, for animals, for kids, and other people too. Which means you will be able to date others. Yes, your twin flame will be the highest connection, and if your soul desires it, you will be in union with them. And if your soul desires celibacy, that's fine too. But if you desire to have some fun, or you desire to be treated well and pampered, then you should, and you can, okay? And by doing so, that score sheet of what the twin did and what you're doing won't matter anymore. You will also be tainted. You will also be not perfect. You will not be sitting there like a goody two-shoes. I'm celibate and he's not celibate. Attack him. Let go. Relax. Enjoy. Have fun. You know, you could say, oh, the twin did it worse. I'm sure they never enjoyed it, and they smacked their ass on the ground, and they got tower moments for doing it. But you can do it from a place of love, and therefore experience everything in love and not get the repercussions for it. You know, you put all the effort in, and now you can enjoy the rewards of that. So my twin would have done all the crazy stuff online from a negative vibration and suffered greatly. I'm doing it from a place of high vibration and love and fullness. I'm not suffering, and it's great. So you are able to if you want to, and it will help to get you off your high horse. Some of you are far too much on your high horse, keeping score. He did this. He's out there. He's fucking about. He's taking drugs. He's doing this and that. You want to do it? Do it. Why are you jealous? Are you jealous? Does it hurt you? What is the issue about it? Why are you so annoyed about what they are doing? They don't owe you shit. Until you are in union and they are committed to you, they don't owe you nothing. They're single. They can do what they want. Okay? They might be with someone else, and that's fine. So rather than look over there, look at yourself and live your life. Rather than looking over there and writing it all down and every day memorizing it as a recital about all the things, a mantra. He's done this, he's doing that, he's right. How does that help you? How does that help your journey? How does that help you getting into union? It doesn't. It doesn't help at all, because you're just resenting and bubbling away and hating, sitting at home, simmering away at what they're doing. If you want, go out, have some fun. Open your hair, shake your head, and enjoy. And some of you say, oh, it doesn't work out, and this and that, blah, blah, blah. It means maybe you're not ready. Maybe you're kissing the wrong frogs. Sometimes you have to kiss a few frogs before you get a prince. It's all learning and lessons. And that advice is if you're sitting on your high horse, hating. You will realize the DM, whatever they're doing, they ain't enjoying it. They're not. It may look like it. They're very good at hiding it. But I don't want you to be holding on to vibrations of hatred, anger, sad, painness, resentment. It's not good for you. It's not good for your judgment. It's not good for your abundance. Judgment is not good also for your abundance as well. All these lower vibrational energies are not good for you. Focusing on what they're doing and then simmering away at home, it's not helping you. It's not healthy. Rather, just live your life, And I'm telling you, I am dating like there's no tomorrow, and I'm having a great time, and I'm meeting some really amazing people. So love yourself and live your life, and what will be, will be. Now, I'm going to see if there's any questions, but I don't think any of you haven't given any questions. So that's fine. So if you have any questions, you can leave it in the comment. But other than that, we'll leave the live. I think I look quite good today. Been on the beach all day. The light's hitting quite good. So live in your light. Look good, feel good, go out and have fun. It's Christmas and New Year. How do you want to start your 2020?